ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Let us come back to the next session, accounts for all, that is part 5. Today we are going to deal with journal. After completion of all methods of accounting under the modern method and the traditional method, and now how to record the transaction in the journal. As usual, I told you, always I would like to have one quote on accounting, then we proceed. So today I have written one beautiful quote. Proper accounting is like engineering. Now interdiscipline. Now we have entered into interdiscipline. Accounting is like engineering. Then you need a margin of safety. Thank God we do not design bridges and aeroplanes the way we do accounting. What a wonderful statement. You know that when you are writing accounts, when you are writing mathematics, how many times that you will strike off and again you will make corrections? If you, in that way, if you do what you call your design bridges and aeroplanes, then what happens? That you should think. That means you should be in such a manner, you should become a very good accountant, that you should avoid all those things. For that sake, we say that margin of safety. So we are like engineers now. Good. Now let us proceed with the today's topic, journal. Before I start journal, I request all of you, please do subscribe and press the bell icon button to get notification regularly. I hope that you will encourage us, the educator group, to have more and more interaction with you people. Thank you. We will proceed. Today I have written journal. The word journal is called as jar, derived from the word jar. What is the meaning of jar? Jar means a day. Jar means a day. But it is not like that. But in accounting, we will call it as, what do you mean the other way, which is called as rough book. Rough book. Why you call it as a rough book? Let us go back to our high school or primary school, where you used to maintain two books. One is neat book, the other one is rough book. What is that neat book? Neat book is subject wise. Neat book is subject wise. For science, one neat book. On social studies, one neat book. Right? For mathematics, one neat book, which is called as what actually? Neat book. What is rough book? The rough book contains all subjects. The rough book contains all subjects. All subjects. So we can easily say rough book is what? Rough book is nothing but which contains all type of transactions. All types of transactions. What is all type of transactions? That is, whatever we do in a day-to-day business, all those transactions will be recorded in the journal. According to traditional method, we will call it as, what do you mean by, maybe real account, personal account, nominal account. Traditional method. But when we come to the modern method, which is called as, what do you mean by, capital, liability, expenditure, revenue, asset, whatever it is, all these things, which what actually called as transaction, we are going to classify. When we say that all transactions, that will be recorded in the journal, whether it is modern method or the traditional method. The system is one and the same. When you say it is all transactions, how it will be recorded? Chronological order. Most important, chronological order. What is chronological order? It is called as date wise. date wise, most important, because what is today days, we will record this one. What is tomorrow days, we'll record. Day after tomorrow. That means we say that 1st of January, 2nd of January, 3rd of January, 4th of January, then January, February, March. That means chronological order, we write all the transactions in one book, that is called as, what do you mean by journal. It may be purchases, it may be sales, it may be expenditure, it may be income, whatever it is, all those transactions will be recorded in one book. That book is called as what actually journal. That is why it is called as jur, means a day, or in the other meaning we call it as what actually rough book. In that rough book we record every transactions. But this, when you record this transaction, the most important aspect for this is what actually accounting equation. Accounting equation. What is that accounting equation? That is very simple. Asset minus liability is equal to capital. Asset minus liability is equal to capital. This can be turned into so many things. Liability plus capital is equal to asset. Liability plus capital is equal to asset. The whole thing is same thing. What is that? Which is called as double entry system of bookkeeping. Which is called as double entry system of bookkeeping. When we say this double entry system of bookkeeping, that means we are need to say that liability plus capital is equal to asset. That we have to say. That means for every debit, there should be a corresponding credit. That we are going to enter here under what actually journal. You cannot have only one debit, no credit, or you have only credit. No, that cannot be, that it is impossible. That means you should go for the double entry, that means accounting equation. Why I am pestering accounting equation? Because we are going to deal in both these sections, that is called as, what do you mean by the traditional method as well as what actually the modern method. Now let us take the real transactions and we will do that, how we are going to record those transactions with the help of traditional method as well as with the help of what actually the modern method. But for that we have one concept, that is the pro forma of journal. Pro forma of journal. Now I will write the pro forma of journal, then we will do the few transactions today. We will do few transactions today. Yes, I have written the pro forma of journal. Date, particulars, ledger folio, debit, credit. I said accounting equation. In this similar fashion, debit, credit. So this is pro forma. This is pro forma of a journal. You are supposed to write like that only. In this, we will take all transactions, whether it is expenses, whether it is income, whether it is capital introduced or capital has been withdrawn or loan taken or loan given, whatever it is, all those everyday, day-to-day transactions will be entered here. But when I want to see that, each one, that how it has happened. For that, let me get you one small example. Assuming that you will go to market, Krishna Rajendra market or vegetable market. You will carry one bag. In that bag, you will buy beans, lady's finger, and so many what you call 5-6 type of what actually vegetables and 2-3 types of fruits. You will put all those things in one bag. That one bag which contains fruits as well as different types of vegetables, different types of fruits, different type of vegetables. That bag you can call it as journal, which contains all these what actually type of transactions. But as soon as you come back, from the market to home, then what you will do, you will start segregating. You will start segregating beans all one side. Then if you have purchased apple one side. Then you have purchased lady's finger, that is on the other side. That means you are segregating each vegetable and fruits separately. Why? That we know that what quantity that I have purchased and it should be separated, and to use that one we cannot mix and use. In the similar fashion, whatever the transactions which has been written here, that will be segregated. That is why I have written LF. LF means ledger folio. What is ledger folio? Folio means number. Folio means number. That means these transactions, separate it, segregate it. When you segregate it, it will be posted to ledger. It will be posted to ledger. How you segregated all vegetables and fruits, in the similar fashion, so many transactions, assuming sales, all sales will be put in sales account. All purchases will be put in purchasers account. Capital introduced, it will be put in capital account. So, in which page it is there, for that we will write ledger folio. Assuming that in the ledger page number 42, capital is there. So what I will do, I have posted in the ledger 42, then I will write here the number 42. So when I see that 42, then I will say that it is there, capital is there. Assuming it is sales is 54 page number 54, sales. So I will write here 54. So in this fashion when I write, then that is called as what in by ledger folio. Okay, fine. It is ledger folio. Now date, particulars, debit, credit. But this is not the end of it. We are supposed to learn too many other things also. So let us take small example. Here only I will write it. Assuming Mr. A started business with cash rupees 40,000. This is transaction. This is called as what actually? Transaction. In this transaction we have two things. What is that two things? Which is called as what do you mean by cash, which has been brought in by Mr. A, and the other one is, it is called as given by A, means it is A's capital. According to traditional method, which is called as what do you mean by cash. Cash is what actually real account. I can easily watch and see real account. Then capital is what actually personal account. Apply the golden principle. Say that real account says that debit what comes in, credit what goes out. It is entity concept that Mr. A has started. We are writing the books in the books of Mr. A. That means for the business, cash is coming in, which will be debited. Whereas A's capital, personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Who is giving? Mr. A is giving credit. Very simple, credit. Now, it is according to traditional. But even if you go for modern also, the system is one and the same. What is that? Say under modern, cash is asset. Then A's capital, personal, which is called as what actually? Liability. So asset shows debit, liability shows credit. That means there is no much difference, but under traditional method it is very easy to classify. Even under modern method also it is easy, but only one thing is, if you are thorough with traditional, then it becomes modern, becomes easy. Then what I will do, say here what I will do, here I am going to write the journal entry. For the transaction I am going to write journal entry. What is that entry? Assuming it has happened on 1/1/2021. So I will write the date 1/1/2021. Good. Then cash is debit. Cash account debtor. Cash account debtor to A's capital account. To A's capital account. A's capital account. How much? Debit 40,000. Then credit 40,000. 40,000. Now I have written the transaction. I have written the transaction. That in the journal. That in the journal. But this is not the end of it. Where we are supposed to write here the narration. We are supposed to write the narration. What is narration? And why you should write narration? Both we should understand. Both we should understand. Because many times we fail to understand the narration. Many times I have asked the student, what is narration? Sir, narration that we are going to write after the journal entry. No, that is right. Why you write? It is called as brief history of the transaction. Brief history of the transaction. Brief history of the transaction. What is brief history? Here I am going to write A has started business with cash rupees 40,000. A started business with cash rupees 40,000. This we are going to write it neatly in the next or coming classes. Let us try to understand the meaning of all this concept today. That is very important for me. So when you write this transaction and what actually the narration, that narration gives what or why I have written this debit and credit. So that is very important. That is called as narration. You are supposed to narrate. That is what narrate. Here I have given you the transaction. Here I have written the journal entry. This journal entry represents what or it gives you what meaning. That is A started business with cash of rupees how much actually 40,000. Then this completes one particular what you call circle. Likewise, when you write all these transactions, then which is called as, what do you mean by you are writing day-to-day transactions? You are writing day-to-day transactions. Because in a business, you will have many transactions every day. But you have to record all those transactions. In the coming classes, I will get you the what do you call beautiful system of other way, how a business journal differs from the bank journal. Usually it is question of what do you call transactions, journal entry, then ledger in a business. But in banks, it is different. It is ledger, then journal entry. Why? I will tell you in the next class. That is very, very important. Most interesting for everybody. To sum up, it is very simple. Journal is a word. Jur means a day or a rough book, right? Where we record all transactions with irrespective of accounts. We record all transactions. Then how we are going to do? We will take the transaction. We write it debit and credit. That is date, particulars, ledger folio, debit, credit. Then after writing the journal entry, you are supposed to write the narration. That narration is called as brief history of the transaction. So A has started business with cash rupees 40,000. This is where we have to learn in the next session that I am going to get you the every transaction under two systems. One is the traditional method, the other one is modern method. We will divide and will show you for each transaction how we are going to write the journal entries and divide it and classify it then you will come to know very easily. Thank you.